Welcome back to Bainbridge High School. We're West Sound TV working with the KidSap Sun to stream live high school football every Friday night. KidSapSun.com/GOTW, game of the week. And you can also get there if you go to the prep zone, I believe. I'm the doctor from West Sound TV, Doc Parr. Spencer Anderson, not only the camera, doing double duty as our computer IT man tonight, and Kitty Campagna on the other microphone. And at the beginning of the second half here, Kitty, the Bainbridge Spartans with the small lead of 10-7 over the Kingston Buccaneers.
Doc, it was a great first half. Both teams kind of feeling out each other. The running game's much more successful for both of them, although the Spartans had a couple pretty nifty passes out there. And the two people who scored touchdowns, we had number 20, Chandler Setterland for Kingston. He was 4 for 26 in his runs. And then for Bainbridge, we had Fitch for 4 for 20, and he had a TD.
And Kyler McCombie.
Well, Kingston will kick off to begin the second half of action. A squibber that is covered immediately by Bainbridge Island's number 6. It's Jabari, and Bainbridge with pretty good starting position here.
Smart move by Jabari. I don't know if he's one of their handsmen or not, but as soon as he had good control, he went down. He didn't try anything fancy, and he got his team the ball.
Head coach Andy Grimm of the Bainbridge Island Spartans, head coach Dan Novak from the Kingston Buccaneers, and we're underway, quarter number 3 up here at a beautiful Bainbridge Island on a perfect night for high school football. And Teddy with the handoff to that running back, Fitch. This time a nice job on the D, stringing him out and bringing him down is Bobby Reese.
And that's Max Stone with the carry. He had two runs for 28 yards and a fumble in the first half.
You're correct. That's one of our 228s.
Yes.
Matt Stone we'll call him this time because that's what the PA guy has said.
Well, and we have breaking news, Doc. We talked to Nathan Joyce from the Sun at halftime, and earlier this evening, Clahalia broke the longest losing season streak in the state. They had lost 24. They had not won since the 08 season. They won 22-6 versus Chimacum tonight.
Well, that's great for that Clahalia program. A whole new deal out there. Talk about new coaches, new people, everything at Clahalia. And what a great thing for them. They played a good game last week that we covered against Steilacoom, coming up on the losing side of it. But it's great for them to get that W. And it was great, the crowd support they had last week.
You bet. I saw K-Mac at Applebee's today, and he asked me what game I was doing. I asked him what game he was doing, and he was doing that Clahalia game. And I told him, I said, Clahalia's got a chance. I think they can do it.
All right, it's going to bring up third down, and Teddy goes to the air. Ball in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Alex Copeland. And
he was surrounded by Buccaneers once again.
Yes, he was.
But had the opportunity for that one. Those blue uniforms just stand out so much out there. It's kind of like you said, Boise State all over again.
And that will bring up a fourth down now, and in their own territory, Bainbridge will kick away. Oh, nice punt. And Kingston had the rush on. Oh, good run back. Bobby Reese beyond the 50 into the territory of the Spartans.
And that was Connor Winship with a very nice punt.
That was a good one, yeah. Bobby did a good job bringing it all the way back to almost that line of scrimmage where Bainbridge started out. Kingston will now have it on the Bainbridge 37-yard line. Just underway and number 3 up here. Bainbridge with a 10-7 lead over the Kingston Buccaneers.
And I hear, Doc, that we lost some of our streaming here and there. We are underneath the bleachers, or not underneath the bleachers, but in the bleachers. And We were working with Verizon. We're trying with AT&T now. We got the wireless working. Our wonderful IT guy, Spencer Anderson, making things work. But since he was doing camera too, you can't do it all.
Setterland with that first carry will pick up about 5 yards, bring up a second down, a little over 5.
Kingston looking for the opportunity to go ahead here, trailing 10-7.
Sam Byers, a senior at under center for the Buccaneers. Handoff to the tailback, pretty good defense that time by Bainbridge, number 2, Tim Paletti.
Tito Paletti on the stop.
I was looking at the names of assistant coaches for Kingston, and one is Paul Bagala, their first quarterback here at Kingston.
Yeah, Bobby Reese.
Correct.
I wonder if he's related to Bobby Reese.
I think there's a possibility there. Head coach Dan Novick and assistants Blake Conley, John Fellman, Taylor Fladgard, Todd Harder, Tim Larson, Scott McKay, who we also know from baseball, Bobby Reese, and Jeff Sawicki.
Well, Kingston with a third down, about 5, and a keeper, and it's going into first down territory and into the red zone for Sam Byers. And
Bainbridge says there's a fumble.
No, I didn't see that. At the end of that play, the ball coming loose, and Bainbridge picking it up to save their skin because Kingston was pushing it down deep into their territory.
Yeah, Byers had 6 runs for 65 yards in that first half, and he added to his total quite a bit, but he's not going to be happy about that fumble.
So the Spartans take over on their own 20-yard line, stopping a big drive by Kingston. And there goes that handoff over that right side. Brigham will pick up about 3-4 yards on that first carry for Bainbridge.
I was reading about the way that high school football has become much more of a passing game. But up here today, we're not seeing that. We're seeing a lot of hard-nosed, block them out of the way, and away we go.
5 yards to go for Spartan, first down.
I did ask Nate Joyce as well if he knew why Chris Bell wasn't playing for Bainbridge. He said he did not play last week, and he wasn't sure the reason for it.
Oh boy, and that one's not going to be much of a gainer, maybe a yard on that one.
But Connor Teddy's done a very nice job as a sophomore, 6'2", 170 pounds.
To the 27-yard line, it'll be third down.
Third down now for Bainbridge, and got about 4 yards to go to get that first down. Bainbridge with a 3-point lead partway through quarter number 3. Two backs behind Teddy. And it goes to Brigham. Brigham puts his head down, and this time most of the Kingston defense is in on that stop.
I think he got the first down.
I think he did. Yep.
I'm finally learning my angles here, Doc.
Just far enough to get that first down. Brigham's been doing a great job on especially the big runs for the Spartans when they really need that yardage. They give it to Jake.
Well, he's got some power with a little bit of weight behind that.
First down for Bainbridge. Coming around this near side, picking up a little, about 8 yards, maybe 9 on that one. That was Fitch.
Brings down to the 42-yard line. It'll be second down and a yard to go.
They have a trio who are running for Bainbridge. You got Brigham, Fitch, and Stone.
Fitch was running behind the block of
Quite a few weapons in that backfield.
Yeah, that'll bring a second down and about a yard to go for that first down. Ball on the 42-yard line of Bainbridge. Straight up the middle, give it to Brigham, and he'll pick up another first down for the Spartans.
And that's how it's been played all night long. I need a yard. That's what I'm going for. We saw one trick play early with Kingston, but nothing since then.
Senior Jake Brigham, 6'2", 220 pounds. That's a pretty good size for a running back. First down for Bainbridge at their own 48-yard line. Fake the handoff to Fitch and give it to Stone. Stone doing a little bit of fancy running, though we do have a yellow hanky there.
I think there might have been some extracurriculars. We'll see.
That was a pretty nice job by Stone, though.
It was. Well, great set of fakes on that one.
Yep.
You get the sophomore quarterback running the offense quite well.
Personal foul once again, and it's going against Kingston. And I assume that is a hit to the head.
I believe so. Looked like they actually called it on a block up above.
And again, those personal fouls, they'll kill you every time. 15 yards.
You know, Coach Novik's not going to be happy with that.
15 yards further downfield. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10 from the Kingston
So that
30-yard
moves
line.
Bainbridge deep into Kingston territory, down to the Buccaneer 30-yard line.
Fortunately, in high school, they don't put numbers behind those particular penalties.
Brigham seems to like going over that right side of that line.
He has come to play today, that's for sure.
He sure has.
He had 66 yards in the first half. He's got to be nearing that century mark.
We'll have to see who the guard and tackle are over on that side, but he really has been doing a good job over there on the right side of the Bainbridge line.
You think he buys them wristwatches and
Get that steak?
probably your basic Timex, but at least.
Second down, 3. And
Fitch.
around to that same side, Fitch doing a good job picking up not only the first down, but carrying it down to about the 13-yard line of Kingston. 5 minutes left to go in number 3.
That is the umpteenth time that Sam English was the last defense and made the stop.
1st and 10. Yeah, English is doing the stop for Kingston.
So the ball is at about the 13-yard line at Kingston, and it's a first down, Spartans. Handoff coming around to this side. Stone with it, and Stone will pick up about a yard or 2 on that one.
Bobby Reese getting him by his ankles, bringing him down.
Bobby Reese on the stop for Kingston. It's 2nd down and 9 yards to go for the Spartans.
Bring up second down now for Bainbridge.
Crowd definitely getting into this right now, liking the run by Brigham.
Brigham once again, and just as we talked about how he liked going over that right side, this time he chooses the left to go across. Left side of the Bainbridge line, and he'll pick up a nice 6, 7 yards on that run. Third down for Bainbridge.
Have it 3rd and 3.
This will be a big play for both sides. Stringing it out. Oh, and a bunch of flags coming in. Now, I think Fitch got the first down, but we'll have to see what those flags are.
I wonder about face mask when that many fly. Conversing there in the middle. The man on the white hat coming to make the call. Oh, a hold.
Yeah.
Oh, personal foul. Okay. That must have been pretty obvious, as many yellow flags as flew on that one.
Spartan fans, we have a cell phone in the booth that belongs to someone with a picture of Jack Kenny on the cover.
3 minutes and 29 seconds left to go here in the third, and the walk-off coming now for that. And it appears to be a hold.
Coach Grimm is not going to like that. We'll see how many yards they go back.
They went back 10.
Yes, I'm thinking we're right, Doc. It was a hold.
Whistles blow. There we go. Referee's got to get in position. So a loss now. 3rd down and 11.
Still
Teddy
got the
will
ball.
go to the air, or wants to go to the air, but he's driven out of bounds with a loss of yardage on that one by the Kingston D. One of the few times that Bainbridge has looked to go to the air. 3rd and 11, though. That's some yardage to make up.
Looked like his receivers were covered and weren't coming back to him, so he intelligently, instead of losing yardage, at least gained a little out of that.
Well, they're going to lose about another yard on that.
Oh.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 14, and Bainbridge will try for another 3. Kicker Connor Winship. Ooh, he's got a good leg. Right through the middle. He could go back another 10 or 15 yards with the distance he had on that one, and it was perfectly through the middle of those uprights to put 3 more points on the board for the Bainbridge Spartans. So it's 13-7 now.
So Winship has the most points on that board right now because he has 2 field goals and a PAT, so he has 7. Got everybody else beat right now.
3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And now a 6-point lead for Bainbridge as we'll get ready to kick it off. Head coach Andy Grimm, assisted by Mike Roche, Sean Eaton, Dino Perlotti, El Eban, and Rick Wood. Volunteers, Zach Glass, Brent Gregoire, Adam Smith. And trainer up here is Keith Heinzelman. We had a nice presentation by the band at halftime. Band director Lillian Garcia.
Yeah, these band things are huge anymore with their flag teams and drill groups and the huge competitions that they go into.
And again, great crowds. A bunch of people down from Kingston filling the stands over on the visitors' side and the home side here, jam-packed.
Doc, a bunch of people in shorts. Is this not September 9th?
This is a beautiful, great Pacific Northwest.
Just amazing.
Wouldn't it be nice if it were like this about 8 or 9 months of the year? There's the kick for Bainbridge to get things underway. Nice kick driving the Kingston receiver back deep down into about the 4-yard line. And
they tried to fake the
reverse handoff. And I believe that would be Chandler Setterlin bringing it back out to the 20-yard line. So considering how far he started back there, not bad return of 16 yards for Chandler.
Bainbridge has got to be really happy with that, although they didn't come away with a touchdown. But they started within their own red zone and came down the length of the field via ground.
So Kingston will start out here on their own 20-yard line. Sam Byers, quarterback, back in as the QB. 2 backs behind him in the I formation. Fakes the handoff. He wants to go to the air. He does, and he had a receiver crossing the field as George Merrinan, but George could not hang on to it.
A little bit behind him.
Yep,
it would have
just
been
a little.
It was a tough catch, but we've seen Merrinan make some nice catches over time.
Josh Fitch into the coverage.
2nd down and 10 now.
2nd and 10 for Kingston from their own.
Few of the Spartans walking with some hitch in their giddy up right now. Number 32 Fitch still out there though. I can imagine that they might fight a little bit of cramps on a night as warm as this evening.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. Hand off to the fullback, the first running back, and he's still on his feet with the first down for Kingston, and Derek White carrying the ball.
Derek White was the ball carrier for Kingston. That's enough for a Kingston first down.
They call them all running backs these days, but
they do.
Usually the guy in the front of the I formation would be the fullback.
Well, that always kind of connotated slow,
No, big.
Big.
Blocking.
And blocking. That was the one I was going to get at. And it isn't true anymore. All these guys are also skilled.
First down for Kingston.
Uh-oh.
This time, the fake handoff. That one had me faked, in fact. Sam Byers looked like he was handed off to the running back going through the middle. Went back and kind of hung out. Turned around and made some positive yardage.
I'm thinking he wanted to pass, but number 58, Justin Totura, was coming in on his blind side, and somehow he picked them up and decided he ought to go forward instead.
He'll get a pickup of about 4 on that one. Second down and 6 now. Ball is at the 37-yard line of Kingston. Pitch back to the tailback. And he's got some running room into first down territory, and it looks like he stepped out of bounds before he got to the midfield stripe, but a nice run that time by Nick Tabanera.
Carries the ball for a Kingston first down.
So Kingston doing what they did on that last offensive set, moving the ball.
Yeah, we haven't seen Tabanera running that much tonight, but he was 8 for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns against Chimicum.
Another sophomore out there for Coach Novick. Kingston at their own 47-yard line.
Both of these sidelines are flush with players. They have good-sized squads.
This time Byers back in the shotgun, going to the air, right across the middle. Beautiful pass and a good reception by Richie Sander into Spartan territory down to about the 37-yard line.
Isn't that like your favorite pass play, Doc?
I like that one.
Yeah.
Cross in the middle.
You got it. You got to have guts as a receiver because that's a place you can get hit pretty darn hard, but it's a great timing play.
And it's nice to have a big, tall quarterback with a strong arm.
Well, and
like Sam Byers.
Richie Sander is 6'2", 178, so he's got some height on the receiving end.
Now you might be able to see Sam is one of these QBs that gets down real low. And this time he's just going to go right up behind that center Shoemaker, and he'll pick up a bunch of yardage on that one, about 9 yards.
Well, I remember Lowe with Bagala back when he was here.
That's right.
And we didn't. You wondered how he got back up from it. You know, he needed the little life alert. I've fallen and can't get up, but he did it.
Wonder if these guys are catchers on the baseball team.
They could be. You got to have awesome knees.
I know. I could never do it. All right, that's going to bring up first down. Or no, excuse me, it's second down, but short. Second down, about 2 yards to go for Kingston. Ball at about the 30. Quick drop back and going over to this other side. And that was a nice defensive effort that time by Bainbridge's Galen Mander. He timed that perfectly. Ball touched the hands of the receiver and boom, he hit him.
He stayed at home. He did a really nice job on that.
About 30 seconds to go here in this third period. And Bainbridge up 13-7.
It's third 2.
Kingston on the move, though, looking to tie or go ahead.
This will be third down, about 2 yards to go for the first. Hand off to the back, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nick Tabanera not going to get much of anything.
Surrounded by Spartans. Tino Paletti, one of them getting up from the bottom there, number 2.
So that'll bring up fourth down, and pretty short, but let's see what the Buccaneers, it looks like they're going to wait here for the quarter to run out and start things anew with a fourth down and a couple to go for a first at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So at the end of 3 up here in Bainbridge, the Spartans over the Kingston Buccaneers, 13-7. Here we go, the final quarter of action from Bainbridge Island High School. And the Bainbridge Spartans leading the Kingston Buccaneers 13-7. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, Spencer Anderson on the camera and the computer for you. And Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And a pass down deep by Sam Byers. And a flag down in the area that it could be pass interference, Kitty.
I think it will be pass interference on Alex Copeland, which is, I think, too bad. That is the second time. But I don't believe the receiver was going to get to that ball.
It was close.
It was close. He was diving. It was kind of a double dive. But the first time it didn't hurt him, it was towards the end of the first half, and they were not able to go any farther.
Pass interference against Bainbridge.
Kingston scored with 3:53 left in the first quarter. They have not scored since.
Well, that'll move the ball down deep into Spartan territory. It'll be placed at about the 16-yard line with a first down for the Buccaneers. And we've got a new QB out there, Kitty.
Uh-oh, ball loose.
And
Not
ball
again.
is on the ground, and the indication is that Bainbridge picked it up.
Oh, Bainbridge is indicating that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of
we
the
haven't
ones
seen
in
the
stripes.
men in stripes yet.
No, nope. I'm thinking they're not calling it a fumble.
Nope, it looks like, well, they've got the group huddle there to talk about it, moving the teams back.
Our zebra huddle.
Just underway at quarter number 4. Now, we mentioned that Kingston had a whole bunch of quarterbacks on their roster. And, oh boy, Bainbridge did get it.
That was Josh Costas on the recovery.
And unfortunately, that was junior Ben McMullen out there quarterbacking for Kingston with that, when the ball got messed up there when he handed off to the running back. And Bainbridge grabs a hold of it to stop another Kingston drive deep in Bainbridge territory.
Twice now that they have stopped them in the red zone with a turnover.
Yeah, we're going to have a timeout. This time, Coach Andy Grimm will take it. Well, we're happy to have you with us here live on the internet. And, of course, West Sound TV Presents is on every Sunday on BKAT, Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 3, or was Channel 3 on Wave Broadband. I'm not sure yet if they've moved it into the digital realm or not.
I don't think so yet, Doc. Definitely.
Okay, we'll have to check on that one, actually. So we're very happy to be working with the Kitsap Sun this year to bring you a game of the week live on the internet. And, of course, some of the football games that we'll be doing will be shown on BKAT.
Correct. And for where we've had the glitches in some of these, where we've lost our signal or that sort of thing, we are actually still taping the game, so DVDs will be available so that if people want to see the whole game, we missed something, just contact us. And you find us at our West Sound website.
westsoundtv.org.
First and 10 for the Spartans.
Alrighty, here we go. First down for Bainbridge after recovering a drop ball. And they give it to the big guy, Jake Brigham. And there's another yellow hanky.
Brigham was the ball carrier.
Brigham will bring it out to about the 20-yard line, but we'll have to see what the infraction is.
I missed the actual throwing of it, but I watched number 13, Alexander Silverman, making the call.
Another personal foul against Kingston, and that's, I believe, 3 of those now against the Buccaneers, and those are big fouls, 15-yarders.
They've been on the defense every single time, and there must be something that in the way they're tackling, or I'm not sure what's happening out there.
Spartans will have it first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Once again, it looks like I'm not sure if that does mean a hit to the head, but that's what it looks like.
And of course, that's a big area of emphasis these days because way too many concussions at all levels.
Yeah, they have a lot of concussion rules. If you've had a concussion, you need a note from your doctor to get to play again. And those are wonderful things. Too many high school kids are going to be happy to go, oh, sure, coach, I can play. I want my spot.
And Fitch with that first carry for the Spartans.
Those concussion rules actually go all the way down to peewees, and even in like peewee basketball, my little guys, same sort of thing. If any of them have a concussion, they are not allowed to play again until they have that note.
And again, handoff to Brigham. Brigham coming over this near side will get a first down for the Spartans, bringing it out to the 46-yard line.
Brigham has had one heck of a game tonight. He just continues to get positive yardage every time he has that ball.
Yeah, he's going to have a good line in his stat book tonight.
Oh, for sure. Well, just that entire line of Bainbridge have made, there haven't been many negative plays on runs, and that's impressive.
First down for the Spartans. Man goes in motion, and that's who gets the ball. This time a nice tackle. The tackle by Kingston's number 57 is Joseph Shoemaker, and Matt Stone will pick up about 2 on that. Second down and 8 for Bainbridge coming up. Bainbridge up by 6, 13-7.
I'm watching, and they put Byers back as a DB off of he had been playing on the end of the line there for a while.
And handoff to Brigham. Brigham up over the right side of the line, and he'll pick up about 5 yards on that one, maybe 6.
Gain of 5 yards.
Coach Grimm has got to love this. I mean, how easy is it? You just send the guy in and said, hand it to Brigham.
That'll bring up a third down for Bainbridge, and the ball into Buccaneer territory at the 47-yard line. Bainbridge has got about 3 yards to go for a first down. Connor Teddy at...
Oh, there was movement.
Yep.
Coming from the men in blue is who I would have called that on, number 80 on this end.
False start against the Spartans. That'll move them back 5.
But Doc, this has been, as far as procedure penalties, there haven't been a lot. There have been quite a few of those personal foul ones that have not helped the Kingston Buccaneers.
Well, 9 minutes left to go in the game here, and the Spartans have a third down, but now it's going to be third and about 8 to get to that first, move back into their territory at the 48-yard line.
Obviously anybody's game at 13-7, but the Spartans have continued to move the ball all night. Here comes the blitz on the outside.
And Fitch has got some running room. Oh boy, that was a little scary there on that one. Bobby Reese tried to push him out of bounds, and Fitch got an extra 4 or 5 yards.
There was some tight-roping going on. He almost stayed inbounds.
Yes, he did.
Followed his blockers. That was kind of a famous USC play. Student body right, student body left.
Well, first down for the Spartans as they move into Kingston territory, and ball now at the Kingston 29-yard line for Connor Teddy and the men in blue and gold.
Teddy doing a really nice job of directing this offense.
Yes, he is.
Solid handoffs.
Of course, it makes it a lot easier when you got a runner like Brigham that you can, get your 3, 4, 5-yarders when you need it.
Yes, that does help immensely. I am impressed with Bainbridge and how they have just had their way up and down the field.
No, they've played solid. They haven't done anything real fancy, and they have played within themselves so far. Kingston has played pretty solid. They've just had those unfortunate penalties, number 1, and the 2 fumbles.
Exactly, because they too have moved up and down the field.
Uh-oh, there's another fumble. This time, though, it's quickly covered by Joshua Fitch. He'll lose about a yard on that one. bring up
Loss
third
of
down.
2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the Kingston 29-yard line.
Well, they're moving back a couple actually on that. So we're back to third down and 10 to go for the Spartans.
He still got it.
Oh, and a completed pass. A nice job that time by Connor Teddy. Down to Cameron Brink, and Brink into Kingston's red zone down to the 11-yard line.
Brink is one of those huge tight ends at 6'5", 200.
Ooh.
A senior, not used as a weapon much tonight, but Teddy just played that within himself. He kept the ball close to him. He didn't try to make too long of a throw. He knew what he needed. They are playing well as a group.
First down. Handoff goes to the running back on the right side, and he'll fight his way down close to the goal line. That's Max Weisson.
4-yard line.
Ball will be placed at the 4-yard line.
Bobby Reese on the stop for Kingston.
Pickup of about 7 yards on that one. Second down and 3.
And they can get a first down before they get a touchdown.
Oh, Jake Brigham. This time he's going to be stopped from the TD. We'll see if he got to that first down. I think he's going to be just short.
Just short of a first down.
The exact words of the PA announcer, Doc. He's taken from you.
So it'll be third down, but Kingston's defense is really going to need to do something big here.
Checking out our chain gang over there.
All right, here come the Spartans. Ball at the 3. And Teddy into the end zone, taking a page out of Kingston's book with the quarterback keeper. And he went right through that line, right between the center and the guard, standing up.
It's a play they haven't run. They weren't going to expect that. That's great play calling on that.
Yep, that was. Because everybody in the stadium probably expected it to go to Jake Brigham. So 6 on the board, another 6 for Bainbridge, and they'll attempt the PAT here.
And we have a timeout, Bainbridge.
That's a bit unusual.
They might be thinking the 2-point conversion at this point.
Well, that could be. If they put the 1-pointer on, it would be 20-7, which would be a 13-point lead. And if Kingston could make 2 touchdowns and 2 PATs in 5 minutes and 42 seconds,
which has been done many times in high school football.
But you're correct. We'll see here. It'll be interesting. It's actually the 1 point's not going to help them.
It doesn't.
The
it really
2-pointer,
doesn't.
though, would make a big difference.
It would. So this is a smart move by Coach Grimm. He's got one of his assistants in there talking to the guys, probably their special teams. Yeah, we always talk about the head coaches, but as I was saying to the one assistant I was talking to, Sean Eaton, it doesn't get done without them. And he said, it's all about the kids. This is really what we're doing it for.
So we'll see how Bainbridge comes out of this timeout, how they line up. And see if they do choose to go for that 2-point attempt.
I know this play that works really well from about there. We'll see if they go with that quarterback keeper one more time.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do, Kitty. Bringing in one of the bigs there, Bobby Miller.
5'11", 240. He is just a block on that line.
Oh boy, it's going to be a pass. Nobody figured that one out. And a great pass by Connor Teddy
That was beautiful.
And I believe that was Brink.
That's who it looked like to me,
So
number 80, definitely.
The fourth quarter, the score is the Spartans.
So
21.
that was, again, a well-designed play. Nobody expecting that one. And Brink wide open in the corner.
And you watch Connor Teddy as he comes off the field. You can watch his confidence growing. It's not just cocky going, yay, we scored. You can, he's running a good ship right now.
Well, 5 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the ball game, and it's now a 21-7 lead for the Bainbridge Spartans over the Kingston Buccaneers.
So what Bainbridge has set themselves up for is that tie again, and we can go into overtime.
Sure, the Spartan fans would just as soon not have another OT on week number 2.
Exactly.
Connor Winch at the kickoff for the Spartans.
Buccaneers deep. They're on about the 4-yard line.
Winship's had some nice kicks tonight, and that's another one. Picked up by Bobby Reese at about his own 8-yard line. He's out to the 15, and that's about as far as he's going to go.
You know, that could have been a tackle by the head by number 58, Justin Turturro, but
A
referee right there.
collar tackle.
Yep.
Called in the pros, but no flag.
No flag.
So Kingston will take over at their own 16, just before the 16-yard line with 5 minutes and 36 seconds left. And they're going to have to put 2 scores on the board, 2 TDs here.
Doc, you talked about their 2-minute offense. We're going to have to see if they have some of that right now, whether they can do some no huddle or what, maybe just a little bit more on the pass.
5-minute, 36-second offense, and they're going to need it. Starting out deep in their own territory, too.
Bainbridge going a little bit into prevent here.
Byers at QB looking to pass. He's got a receiver. Oh, and just a little bit too strong for Connor Wall. Connor was reaching as much as he could, try to get that one-hander.
He needed a little more stickum, I think it was, but he did a nice job trying to get to that.
Sure did.
Bainbridge came with the blitz, and Byers was able to step up out of the pocket, but no completion. But it does stop the clock.
Second down for Kingston. Byers still is back in the shotgun again. One back and going to the air again. Nope. Fakes it, pulls it down, and turns around. Oh! Oh, man. That was intended for Bobby Reese, and what a hit out there by the defense. I think that was Alexander Silverman who just hit him and caused that drop
Incompletion, because it was in his hands
It
once.
was. So 3rd down now and 10 to go for Kingston.
Byers has done a pretty good job getting out of the pressure that's coming in.
Well,
Spartans
he's certainly
are,
not afraid to step up and into that pocket.
That's right. Spartans have come with quite a few every time.
Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. It's either going to be encroachment on the D or false start. Illegal motion. Let's see. That's against Bainbridge. So it was encroachment, and that'll give Kingston 5 yards. But it'll still be 3rd down and still 5 yards to go just for the 1st down. And the ball will be placed at their own 21-yard line.
The Spartans have had pretty good discipline, and that was just kind of a silly foul on that one because they didn't need to encroach.
Oh boy, Byers again had an open receiver, and Connor Wall could not hold on to it. You're right, Kitty. Byers is getting a full-time rush back there in that pocket. He had 3 guys in black or blue and gold heading right for him there when he got that ball away.
Yeah, I think he got a pretty good hit right in the gut.
Well, that's 4th down and 5. And deep in your own territory with 5 minutes, 15 seconds.
Tough call. I can see why Coach Novak is doing it, but...
Yeah, this is a big one right here. 4th down, 5 yards to go for the first. And again, it's a Wildcat. Oh boy, that's going to go nowhere. As Bobby Reese hands it to Nick Tabanera, he's going to be dropped for a loss. And Bainbridge is going to take over at the Buccaneer 15-yard line.
Kind of sets up this game in stone right now. Justin Turturra with one of the tacklers. There were 3 Spartans in on that one. Great anticipation. I kind of thought that Kingston might run it as well because all they needed was 5 and to at least try to continue that drive.
Wonder why we haven't seen Sam Byers running it here in this second half. He was pretty successful
early
in the
on.
first
We
half.
saw it a few times, but they seem to have clogged up that middle where he's been going.
And there's the first play on the offensive side for Bainbridge. And Bainbridge will pick up about 3 on that.
I think we'll be seeing the basic strip move on the defensive side.
Yeah, I guess they only are going to give him a yard on it. Where the knee first went down. Ball is at about the 14-yard line now for Bainbridge. Connor Teddy in at quarterback, Brigham behind him.
It's been Bobby Miller there at center.
And it's Stone coming around to this right side. Ooh, that was a good hit there, but apparently too good a hit.
Yeah, that was Fitch who took that in the head. That was an elbow to the head, and I bet you we're going to see what we've seen all night.
Yep, personal foul to the head.
That's a personal foul against Kingston.
Yep, you could see that one. So now we know what that hand behind the ear means, John.
We were right. We thought we were.
And that's going to move Bainbridge half the distance to the goal.
That will be their shortest penalty on one of these, as it won't be quite the full 15.
I was going to say, there isn't 15 yards.
You know that the coaching staff at Kingston's going to look at this and say, guys, we shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, they did. Too many mistakes.
Yeah.
4 personal fouls, a couple of fumbles, and some drop passes that could have been catches. And Bainbridge has just played a very solid game.
Nothing spectacular, but you know, every once in a while they do come up with some pretty fun plays, and I've liked that, but they know what's working for them, so why change it?
Yeah, what's working for him is a handoff to Brigham. That time it was pretty good defense by Kingston.
That clock just keeps running. We're at 4:09 now.
Looks like Marinan was one of the guys getting up off the bottom of that Kingston pile.
Jackson Hobbs is out there putting his helmet back on. He's one of the seniors for Kingston.
They're going to call it just short of a first down.
That'll bring up 3rd down and about 1.5 feet to go there for the first down. I think they got to get to about the 5-yard line and a timeout. Bainbridge. So I guess they're going to talk about it.
Well, and I believe that they probably ran the clock down to as far as they could there before they called that timeout. They're using good clock management at this point.
Yep, well, overall tonight it's been a pretty impressive game by the Bainbridge Island Spartans, doing most things pretty good.
Well, now, you see sparks for Kingston. You know, they definitely are a good football team, well coached. They know what they're supposed to be doing, but they're just making some mistakes that you can't afford to do against a team that's playing as well as Bainbridge is tonight.
Yep, and you got some younger players out there for Kingston. You do for Bainbridge also. And Connor Teddy, as a sophomore, has looked very solid in the quarterback position. Like I said, it always helps to have guys like Jake Brigham that you can hand off to and be able to pick up 5 or 6 yards of the shot.
Yeah, those type of running backs make you look good, but you also have to deliver that handoff. There have not been many problems with those exchanges tonight.
And we got to give credit to that Bainbridge line, too. They have been opening holes both over the guard tackle position as well as the end around.
Yeah, we've seen them be successful everywhere.
Well, that's going to be a first down. That'll do it for the first down for Bainbridge. So they will be in a first down and goal-to-go position.
And we are at the point where obviously Kingston can start calling their timeouts if they want to, but we'll see what happens.
3:30 left on the clock here in the game, and it's a 21-7 lead for the Bainbridge Island Spartans. Bainbridge in the Metro League, and I believe next week they start league play.
That sounds right. I know I have the schedule here. They are at Mount Douglas. Oh, not yet.
Oh,
against
okay.
in Victoria, BC.
Oh, okay.
And then Bishop Blanchette the next week.
That would be, I believe, a league game.
Kingston will be playing Olympic next week, and we saw the Olympic videographers here tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a delay of game penalty, so that will move Bainbridge back 5. But like you said, Coach Grimm has taken that clock down as low as he can take it, as low as you can go. Well, next week on the Game of the Week from the Kitsap Sun and West Sound TV will be North Mason at North Mason and Belfair hosting the North Kitsap Vikings. Our first chance to see both of those teams this year.
Correct, and we've been told that we should be able to get wireless there, so we're going to do some checking out this week to make sure that happens.
And Jake Brigham gets the pitch and into the end zone for more points on the board for the Spartans. Gunnar Teddy liked that one.
You know, that's Jake's first touchdown tonight, so
really, it's hard to believe.
It's a really nice topping to his evening.
That's hard to believe as
Isn't
many
it?
times as he has carried that ball. Uh-oh. Ball is through for the PAT. I guess they were just going to let the Kingston extra man get off the field. He was doing his best.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just go, okay, it's good. I don't think they're going to want to kick it again.
Yeah.
Let's make the play. So our Bainbridge cheerleaders are doing push-ups over here, kind of a la Notre Dame tradition and many, many other colleges these days.
Well, that Oregon Duck.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
He's got some strong arms these days,
I
doesn't
bet.
he?
Yeah.
But they started that
He's got
very
that
with
hot
a loss.
suit, too, to
That's
wear.
true.
Well, Bainbridge putting on a pretty good show tonight up here on the island. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to go, and the Spartans with a 28-7 lead now over the Kingston Buccaneers. Week number 2 in high school football season,
Well, and
2011.
Coach Grimm should be happy with what he's seen tonight. His boys have played very controlled, very disciplined. They are not bored by just running the ball. And when you're in high school, sometimes that gets a little boring, especially if you're the receiver all the time.
And discipline is a good word to use. They have had a couple of encroachments defensively, but no major penalties.
No, they had one hold, I believe, too, and that nothing major. They played within themselves and, are just preparing themselves for that very tough Metro League.
Winship's quite a kicker. He sends Kingston into their own end zone. And that's where they're gonna take the touchback on this one.
In high school, if it goes into the end zone, they are not actually even allowed to run it back.
Well, that was quite the kick by Connor Winship, a 6-foot senior.
Winship having quite the evening because he has 2 field goals and 2 PATs, and then there was a 2-point conversion that wasn't his.
Under 3 minutes here, and we'll see what Kingston can do. Be interesting to see who Coach Novick puts out there.
Oh, you think they're going to probably test the air again?
Looks like it's Sam. Coming over to this near side. Oh, man, that was a tackle. Wow, Kyler McCamey. He's made a couple of them tonight.
Oh, he is listed at 6 foot 175, but has a little wallop in his punch, I tell you.
He sure does. Poor old Bobby Reese was on the walloped end of that one.
He was. Got back up and back out there.
Second down and 5, and their completion out to Richie Sander. And as you said, Bainbridge kind of in that prevent now.
Yep. Alexander Silverman, one of the Bainbridge guys in there, and Alex Copeland on the tackle. I think Reese just went back to the huddle and said, "Don't throw to me. I'll be your decoy."
Especially when I have to go up in the air to get it. First down for the Bucks at the 35-yard line, their own.
Oh, he's looking at him.
Yep. Oh, that was a nice
catch.
And a good job by Bobby Reese keeping his eye on the ball the whole way. And Sam Byers, he was surrounded by guys in blue.
He was, and Reese did a beautiful job of doing that slight hitch, which made his defender stop.
Yep.
And then he went back around him, and so he obviously didn't go into the huddle and say, "Don't throw to me."
Yeah, that's great. Bobby only a sophomore. So first down for the Buccaneers.
There was a hold against Spartans, but it's been declined.
Yep. Because the pass completion moves it into Spartan territory down to the 41-yard line for Kingston. First down, 2 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Sure, Kingston would love to put some points on the board before things run out.
Yeah, when you've scored 51 the week before, it's awfully hard to come away with just 7.
Good pass there. Byers right across the middle to Richie Sander.
That one just dug into his chest. It came so hard, I don't think he was allowed to drop it.
And there's that senior connection between Richie and Sam.
And we have a timeout for Kingston. You might look at that and say, why? But they're great. They are moving the ball, and they're moving it through the air. This is some really good practice for what they have coming up after this. This game doesn't count in league.
Of course, Kingston is in the Olympic League. All the schools there now 2A except for Bremerton.
Correct.
The sole 3A school by about 8 students.
I know.
And Bainbridge is a 3A size school playing in the Metro League against those downtown Seattle guys.
Awfully tough competition, I tell you.
Yeah, we always have fun in the basketball season, and the O'Day Irish come over here. Byers looks things over. 2 men behind him in the eye. Short drop back, quick pass, and that one definitely an overthrow.
If he'd taken Sander on a straight route inside, he might have had him. But
yep. I'm not sure if they were a little bit off of the page or not there, because it did look like Richie looked outside and Sam threw inside.
They were two different. They might have been. That puts them on like 3rd and 1.
Ball is on the Spartan 32-yard line. Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to get the encroachment.
I think so, too.
Dieterich hits himself in the head, knowing it was he who may have crossed over.
Indication of encroachment.
And Kingston's been successful at that one a couple of times
yes,
tonight.
They have.
And as the season goes on, that could prove to be a key play at times for the Buccaneers. I like Coach Novick and Sam Byers working that.
There must be some inflection in his voice.
Spotted at the Spartan 27-yard line.
So that'll give him that first down, Kitty. Ball moves down to the 27.
Kingston all lined up, ready to go, just waiting for the ball to get placed. Doc, it is 9:10, and I am in shirt sleeves and doing fine. So what a great night for football.
Short drop back, right across, a crossing route. I like it.
I think that's Sander again. Like you said, the senior connection.
And there's a flag over on the far side that came in after the connection, after the reception.
It might be the hit to the head.
As I said, that's an area of emphasis this year for all levels of football, high school, college, and pro especially, of course.
Sander was pretty much sandwiched there, kind of hard.
Personal foul, hit to the head. Exactly right, Kitty.
Well, that's their first one of those.
Yep.
That'll move them a little bit closer to the end zone.
And I'm glad to see that. It's just there's just not enough protection there.
Well, they need to learn at this age.
Yes,
well, they need, and they are actually learning at the peewee age that
you gotta get below those shoulders.
Yep, the proper tackling.
Get the pads, but not the helmet.
Correct.
All right, clock's ticking, 1:20 left to go in the game, and Kingston knocking on the door. Ball is at the Spartan 6-yard line.
Number 10 in as quarterback is
Ben McMullen.
Yeah.
And McMullen.
Jose was throwing to Byers.
He was going to Sam Byers, and Sam Byers got horse tackled on that one, horse collared, and
it's called.
There was definitely pass interference on that one, which will move him half a distance to the goal.
So that was the part of those plays that I was missing before, that Sam had come out as a receiver then.
Pass interference, yep. Well, and in a way, that kind of makes sense. Sam Byers, 6'5".
Oh yeah.
You like that tall receiver, especially near the end zone.
First down for Kingston now.
All right, first down. Ball down at the 3-yard line. And it's a run, Kitty.
Marinan for the touchdown.
And George Marinan puts 6 on the board for the Buccaneers with under a minute to go here in the ball game. And I'm sure that'll help the Kingston spirit a little bit to put some points on the board.
Definitely. They ran that 2-minute drill to perfection on this one, and so you want...
Yes, they did.
They had a little help from some Bainbridge penalties, but some really nice receptions during that.
They moved from their own 20-yard line all the way downfield and put the ball in the end zone. Setting up to kick is Colin Stone. And shot is through the uprights. 14 for the Buccaneers, and the Spartans up by that 14 with 28. 28-14, Bainbridge up, and under a minute left to go here.
And so here's now, a chance to do the onside kick.
I was going to say,
Why
this
not?
could be good practice for the onsider. We'll see if that's what Coach Novick decides, and see if Coach Grimm puts his good hands team out there.
And something about being only doubled up as opposed to tripled up on score looks a whole lot better on paper.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Nothing against the Spartans. You notice that it happens to a lot of teams when they start going in prevent defenses. Exactly what happens is they can run it down the field on you.
And quite frankly, Kingston had been trying to do that all game. Partially that prevent defense, I'm sure allowed a few of those receptions, but I think they were just getting their timing together too.
Definitely.
Took them a little while to get that connection going between especially Richie Sander and Byers.
Well, and they had run pretty successfully this whole half, just with the 2 fumbles in the red zone. It cost them big time.
That's true. They had 2 opportunities down going deep into Bainbridge territory, and the ball getting loose, and both times Bainbridge with the recovery.
So that touchdown after the 4th down, going for it on 4th down, looms much bigger right now.
Yeah, we'll see here if it is the onside. Yes, it is. Ball's loose and finally fallen on by Bainbridge Island Spartan Matthew Andreessen.
By Matthew Andreessen.
So they did have the good hands guys up there.
40-yard line.
Well, at 5'11", 205, offensive line, defensive line, that wouldn't be what you'd expect, but you know he's got to have good hands or he's not out there.
Well, and he's a senior.
Yep.
So he's had all that experience.
You want the experience, there's no doubt.
And knew exactly what to do, which was fall on it.
Yeah, we just want the ball now.
54 seconds left to go in the ball game, and we've got a new QB in there, Pyman Taveri for Bainbridge. Go, Kingston's lifting the blitz. Pretty good block in there by the Bainbridge line. The ball handed off to Brian Hulbert.
Paul Schultz came in towards the end there and was in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll have to get one more play off or not. Looks like Jabari wants it.
Oh, he's made some good plays this evening when he wasn't quarterback.
Nope. And handoff coming around this near side is Max Wysong, and he's still on his feet into Kingston territory, taking it down to the Kingston 40-yard line. 13 seconds, and clock will stop while the chains are moved.
And we'll see whether he went out of bounds. Oh, they're not even caring. Yep, yeah, right.
There we go. Roll it.
They're going to come up to the line again. I don't know why.
Well.
Just cause.
Just, yeah, for looks.
Yeah, the final picture.
Yep. And there it is. Ball game over up here at Bainbridge, and the Spartans coming away with the victory 28-14 over the Kingston Buccaneers. And a well-played game by Bainbridge tonight, Kitty.
They did a really nice job. They were tough on both offense and defense. Played a very good Kingston team. Pretty comparable size-wise out there, I tell you. There's some huge guys as receivers and some big guys as running backs. So,
well, Kingston has a little ways to go, some stuff to work on, and Bainbridge, they're looking good, and they've got some big schools to take on over in that Seattle Metro League here this season.
I wonder about this game against the Canadian team and how skilled that team is. Hopefully, Coach Grimm has gotten them some pretty tough competition.
Well, we're West Sound TV, happy to be working with the Kitsap Sun this season to bring you a game of the week in high school football. Go to the kitsapsun.com/GOTW, game of the week. Spencer Anderson has been doing the camera for us tonight, as well as working the computer. Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And I'm the doctor, Doc Barr, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.